So, first of all, sorry for the inconvenience, Mr. Shibiki. So, good evening, Mr. Shibiki, and everyone present in here. So, I'm your host, Ramesh, your evening host and HR at Adore. Before we dive in, let me give you a brief information about Adore. Adore is a global platform network of student and young professionals like yourselves and myself, all passionate and inspiring about ourselves and to make youth positive impact. We connect with you with established professionals and offer platform to learn from their journey. Now, on behalf of Team Maverick and Adore, we are thrilled to welcome you to this webinar on the future of benefits of providing youth with a strong foundation. To make this session even more engaging, we kindly request everyone to switch on their camera. And now, the moment we have been all waiting for our esteemed guest to speak for tonight, that is Mr. Chibike Azor. Mr. Chibike Azor, a bachelor degree holder in accounting and management. He has worked as an intern in Instant Flight Catering Services, Nigeria, and a financial officer in Imatex, Hong Kong Plaza, Adawa, Nigeria. Mr. Shibike, it's a true honor to have you here. We are all eager to gain valuable insights from you and from your expertise. So, Mr. Shibike, now it's your the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ramshi. And I would say good day, everyone, in respect of where you are joining from or connecting from. Good morning, good evening, sorry, good afternoon, and good evening. Um, my name's Chibike Azor. I am from Nigeria, but while addressing people who are from different regions or from different parts of the world, I don't like or I wouldn't appreciate addressing myself as I'm from Nigeria, but rather I would say I'm from planet Earth. Because my belief is that it's introducing yourself with your country or your various countries, it gives a sense of difference. Meanwhile, we are all fighting for a common goal. So I believe we are all from planet Earth and we should be striving for one goal, and that's the betterment of the future. Probably you might be questioning why does this topic come up every time or why is it repetitive? Well, I believe the impact of the youths in the future can never stop. It's a topic that would continuously repeat itself again because of the evolution or because of the ongoing change. So I would love this to be an interactive section. It's not a section where I just pour out what I have, but I'll appreciate everyone contributing, not only me talking. If you have anything, you could just write it down on your paper or on your jotter. And whilst I'm done, we could talk about it or discuss about it. So, give me the opportunity to welcome you guys to this webinar. That is the positive impact of providing youths with a strong foundation for the future. How does that sound? Can I see a thumbs up if you're happy for this? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So good day, everyone. Welcome to the webinar on the positive impact of providing youth with a strong foundation. Well, did you know that according to recent studies and based on my research, 65% of children entering primary schools today will work in jobs that don't exist now. Let me give you an instance or an idea. In the 2000s, there were no jobs like financial analysis, there were no jobs like data analysis, there were no jobs like social media manager, there were no jobs like app developers. Hope you guys are aware of that. There were no positions for that. But due to the evolution or the change in the industry, these have brought about various jobs in these positions. Do you understand? So this highlights the importance of equipping our youths with a robust foundation to navigate and strive in an area or in an ever-changing world. Today, we will. Sorry, what's that? That's a noise I can hear. You. Is everything okay? Okay. Today, we will explore how prioritizing education, nurturing talents, and fostering a sense of community and responsibility can benefit both our youths, can benefit both our youths and society at large. We will also dive into the significant role of technology and AI in shaping the future of education. The reason why I added AI into this presentation was due to the fact that we all know how the system is going now, and we know if we don't advance with the system, we will be lacking behind. That was why I had to put a joint, or I had to add AI into this. So I will start with the outline. First off, we'll go by challenges in youth development. Afterwards, we'll go into importance of providing robust support system for youth development. Afterwards, we have the conclusion and Q&A section. That will be the interactive section. So let's get in. Into this positive impact is the second one. Ramsey, the third page. The third page. Yes, thank you. So before we dive into the positive impacts, it's important to recognize the challenges that youth development faces today. Addressing these challenges is crucial to providing a strong foundation for the future. Looking at the picture, I would allow you guys to have an idea of what is going on there, but we won't talk about it now. I'll just give you a brief explanation of what is going on there. If you could zoom into your camera, you see that the teacher or the instructor is teaching while some students are being distracted, even looking towards the camera. Some are not writing what is exactly on the board. Some people are writing a different thing, the others are writing a different thing. So moving to the problems or the challenges in youth development, I will bring up this. First, we have access to quality education. Well, this will be one of the problems because looking at what we have on the picture, we could obviously see that this is not quality education. People are lacking behind, people are being distracted. So many young people, especially in remote and unfunded areas, lack access to quality education. This educational disparity can limit their opportunities and potentials. You cannot expect someone who doesn't have enough education or have enough quality education to be productive in future. It is said if you don't prepare to win, or if you don't prepare to pass, or if you don't prepare to be greater in future, you are obviously preparing to be a loser or obviously preparing to make loss in future. That's just the honest and the sad truth. So access to quality education is actually important. And lack of that, it's not good for the future. Well, economic equality, that's the second one. Economic disparity creates barriers to education, healthcare, and other resources essential for development. Youths from economical disadvantaged backgrounds often struggle to break the cycle of poverty. Well, if you're looking for education, you have to have access to funds. You have to have enough funds to be able to pay for your education. And lack of that leads to a system or position where you can't provide for your education and you can't help yourself to gain more education. Mental health issues, the increase in prevalence of mental health issues among youth is a significant concern. Stress, anxiety, and depression can hinder their academic performance and overall well being. Um, I would still talk about the picture. Looking at the picture there, that is, well, I think is clear. You could see a lot of these children going through stress from their face already, trying to understand, trying to know what's happening. That's anxiety there, that's stress there. Some are not even paying attention again, and that's depression. So you can't expect someone to be in this condition and be able to be productive in future. It's not possible. You have to have a clear mind, a clear spirit to be able to be productive in future. I'll move to rapid technological changes. While technology offers many benefits, the rapid pace of change can be overwhelming. Many youths lack the skills and knowledge to adapt to new technologies, which can impact their future jobs prospects. So I'm going to give an example of myself. I didn't have any idea of Excel or neither Power BI, neither Tableau. But when I started, like I think I gained access to those informations in 2000 and 2020, 2020, 2022, 2021. That was where I was able to gain access to that, and it was really important in my field that I had to learn quickly. So those could be challenges that people don't know about. And once you don't have certain skills, you are not fit for a certain job position or job role. You won't be seen as valuable. So the increase or the pace in which technology changes, it's a pace in which you have to keep up to, and every single day you have to do your research on various applications or various tools that are useful in your fields to be able to advance to the next stage of your career. So with all this being said, I'll go to the fourth page. Understanding these challenges helps us better appreciate the importance of providing robust support system for youth development. Now let's explore the importance or the positive impact that can be achieved through a strong foundation, starting with enhanced educational outcomes. A strong educational foundation is crucial for intellectual and personal growth. Quality education fosters critical thinking, problem solving skills, and a lifelong love of learning. Integrating technology and AI into education can significantly enhance these outcomes. So we'll go to the first one. I'll be saying, or it will be personalized learning. AI powered educational tools tailor learning experiences to individual students' needs and styles. They identify areas where students struggle and provide resources to help them improve, ensuring each student progresses at their own pace. Well, to elaborate on this more, there are tools in which you could, or AI tools that help in advancing or that helps in assisting your learning pace, whereby you give yourself a limit or you give yourself a certain task, and it tells you the things that are lacking, the things you need to improve, the things you need to add into your educational system. So I'll give an example of ChatGPT, for example, whereby you sometimes put in your when you're applying for a job role and you want to know if you are actually fit for this role. It could be like an accounting role, for example. It's an accounting role, but sometimes in your CV, you don't have the exact job description or what they are looking for or the responsibilities they're looking for in that your CV. Meanwhile, you studied accounting. So you would import your CV to ChatGPT and bring up the responsibilities and job descriptions of that job and ask it, ChatGPT, I studied accounting, but this is what they call automation. Does this job role align with my skills? If not, tell me the things that I'm missing. So that will give you an idea of certain responsibilities or certain um, job duties that you need to add into your CV and make it a better one. Moving forward, access to resources. Technology bridges educational gaps, providing access to online resources. Students in remote or underfunded areas benefit from high quality content, visual classrooms, and interactive platforms, reducing disparity. Well, this is, I think it's self explanatory, but I'll still elaborate on it. Um, Technology has helped in many things in the educational system, whereby you could be studying in Nigeria, but your school is in the UK or in India or in any other country, but you're connecting from Nigeria. That's a bridge. You have access to different platforms to get your projects done. If you are working on any project, you could use the search engine to search for what you're looking for. It increases the visibility of any solutions you're looking for. So I think I'll be able to explain that the access to resource. Yes. STEAM education. Well, emphasizing on STEAM, that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is crucial in today's digital age. Integrating AI and technology into the STEAM curricula makes learning engaging, relevant, preparing students for high demand jobs. High demand jobs are jobs like data analysis, data scientists, web developers. We have UI UX designers, handhold experiences with coding, robotics, and AI inspire a new generation of innovators. Um, AI has actually inspired a new generation of innovators. I would give you a particular person you could go and search for. His name is Stanley Anibogo. He's on LinkedIn. I could talk about how he grew up. He started from the little face, and right now he has made robots. When I mean robots, proper robots that could um, trash things. You could talk to. You could. He has made machines that turns plastic into flammable substance. So I think that's it on that. So I'll be going to the sixth slide, and which is economic growth amongst the importance, economic growth and stability. Well, it takes an educated and well prepared youth significantly to contribute economically or to contribute to economic growth. They enter the workspace with skills necessary for innovation and productivity, a solid foundation in financial illiteracy and entrepreneurial skills, augmented by technology proficiency, fosters new businesses and industries. Skill development programs, vocational trainings, and skill development programs incorporating technology prepare young people for various trades and professions. Learning to use AI in data analysis, just like as I've mentioned, and understanding automation in manufacturing in manufacturing makes them more competitive in the job market. Fostering, entrepreneurship and innovation, fostering creativity and an entrepreneurial spirit, and providing access to AI tools inspires young people to start ventures. AI aids in market research, product development, and business management, driving technological and social innovations. We go to social and civic responsibility. Youths youths with a strong foundation develop a sense of social and civic responsibility. I hope we're clear about what it means or what this means, the social and civic responsibility. Well, social and civic responsibility, it's a term that basically explains what we as citizens or people of a certain country are expected of, or things we're meant to carry out as proper and patriotic citizens of our country, our various country. So they are better equipped to understand and engage in civic activities, contributing to a more informed and active citizenry. Technology and AI enhance civic engagement. I know probably you might say, how does AI enhance civic engagement? Well, um, the announcements and publications that is being made, the easy access to rules guiding a certain country or a certain place, that's AI making everything and access easy for you to be able to know the rules, the regulations, the deeds and don'ts of a country. Well, civic education, digital platforms provide information about rights, responsibilities, and the importance of democratic processes. AI driven applications facilitate discussions and simulations about governance, helping students understand complex political systems and social issues. Community involvement, technology connects people or young people with volunteer opportunities, community service projects. AI matches their interests and skills with local organizations or organization needs, making it easy to contribute meaningfully to their communities. Improved health and well-being. Well, improved health and well-being, I would go in this sense. A solid foundation includes education and the promotion of healthy lifestyle. There's something that I was once told when I was small. A hungry man is an angry man. Have you guys heard that saying before? Yes. So I would also put it in this term: a person who lacks good health cannot access education properly. And good health is what is also eating. If you're hungry, you're not healthy. If you're not eating, you're not hungry. And a lot of people in the world, as we are now, are looking for what to eat because they're hungry and they have not eaten. And you can't expect that person to be focused in understanding or trying to make a better future. The future he is looking for is how to eat. So moving forward, I would say it's necessary that we have a good health system to help us and aid us in providing or taking care of the health of the youths that are meant to make a better future for us. Proper nutrition and mental health resources ensures youth grow up healthy and resilient. AI and technology enhances these aspects significantly. I'll start by physical education and nutrition. Apps and online platforms provide personalized fitness programs and nutritional advice. AI tracks students' physical activity and dietary habits, offering tailored recommendations to promote healthy lifestyle. If we were, I don't know if there are ladies that are joining us here, but I don't know, but there are a lot of technologies right now that have been put in place to monitor your system or the body of a lady. That's the one I've seen. It tells them when they need water due to their monthly, I don't know if I can say it here, but what they face monthly, their monthly cycle. So apps have been brought in to tell them, okay, take this particular medication because you'll be experiencing headache, nausea, and other things. Some apps or fitness apps that I have, just like my Apple Watch, it could, when you're running, it tells you, okay, take it easy, your heartbeat, your heart temperature. So you're able to monitor your health. You're able to say, okay, this is what I should take now. This is what I should be taking by this time. This is what I should be taking by this time. And it's a good one. Moving forward, we'll talk about mental health and awareness. AI powered chat robots and mental health apps support young people facing mental health challenges. These tools offers immediate assistance, coping strategies, and connections to provide professional help, making mental health care more accessible. I don't know about this, but when I was doing my research, I have heard about some chat box or some AI tools or software that you could actually communicate with, tell them what you are going through. It replies you as a normal human, just as me and you here. Well, I don't know how true that is, but if you could connect me, if you guys find probably an app that does that, I will appreciate it. Yes, but you could do further research. I saw that when I was doing my research that there are apps that could do that, but I didn't get the app, but it just said. So yes, you could connect with it, talk with it. It will give you ideas on how to handle your current situation. When you tell it you're going through depression, it could tell you, okay, do this, read this, meditate on this, and you feel better. So I think that's part of the mental health awareness based on AI helping on mental health. So we'll dive into cultural and ethical development. A well-rounded foundation includes exposure to the arts, ethics, and diverse cultures, enriching personal development and fostering creativity, empathy, and a broader understanding of the world. Technology enhances the developments by providing diverse and immense experiences. Art and culture, virtual reality, and augmented reality offers immersive experiences in art, history, and culture. Students can visually visit museums, historical sites, and cultural events worldwide, broadening their perspective and appreciation for different cultures. I would give instance of some carnivals, just like in Nigeria, we have the Calabar Festive Carnival, whereby people from abroad, international people, connect online to be able to see what's actually happening, how the carnival goes, how the event goes. So that's one of the things connecting. We'll go to ethics and values education. AI facilitates discussions of ethics and values, presenting scenarios and elements to help students develop a moral compass. These tools also highlight the ethical considerations of technology use, preparing students to navigate the digital age responsibly. We have gotten to the conclusion of this webinar, but we're not yet done. In the conclusion, I basically said investing in youth by providing a strong foundation is not just a moral imperative, it is a strategic necessity for a prosperous future. The positive impact are far reaching, affecting individuals and broader society by focusing on education, economic opportunities, health, civic engagement, and cultural development, and leveraging the power of technology and AI. We ensure that today's youth become capable, responsible, and innovative leaders of tomorrow. The future is in their hands, and with the right foundation, they can shape it into a world that is more just, prosperous, and vibrant for all. Let's commit to investing in our youths. You can so they can build a better tomorrow for everyone. Thank you so much. And before we start the Q&A, if you have any contribution or if you have any questions you want to talk on, we could discuss it before we dive into the Q&As I've prepared. Thank you. Okay, the chat box. I don't want to register yourself to be okay. Do we have any questions? Ramnish,
So,
can you take me to the Q&A, please?
sure.
That's the last part of the webinar. Okay, thank you. Before I start the Q&A, do we have any contributions or ideas or thoughts that we're not clear about, and probably you want us to like elaborate on it or throw more light to that aspect?
Hello, Mr.
If you're not
Shibiki.
comfortable to
Uh,
speak, you could drop a chat on the chat box or
okay,
in the chat box.
I'm typing.
Okay. So here are some questions to get our discussion started. And at the end of this webinar, I would leave us with a message that I think would take us a far way before I start this Q&A. So, what do you think is the most significant challenge facing youth development today, and how can we address it? Does anyone have an idea to that, or should I give my
According
idea?
to, I'm answering,
Okay.
according to me, one of the challenges is that our system, be it India or be it Nigeria, like system of any country, it's kind
Yes.
of slow or of giving result to people. It is slow process. So one thing is that the government or the system should enhance and make the process much faster. Uh, it can be anything, be it in infrastructure or in education. As you just showed on the first slide, when the children were sitting, circling around the
Yes.
teacher. So that is one thought that I got when I saw that picture. Another is that students have to be like skilled. AI, data analytics, as you said, Power BI.
Yes.
So there has to be like addition of some extracurricular skills related to data analytics in their curricular.
Okay. Does anyone have any idea or anything else to shine on this? Okay. With no one having that, Ramnish. Sorry,
Yeah, Ramnish.
Ramnish.
Yeah,
Um, I think what you said is true, and it's very, very true. I won't lie. Before I talk about my own scenario, I'll put more light on what you have said. I believe these days, or for a long time, we have based on literature, or I'll put it a literal term. We just do the theoretical parts, and when you leave school, that's when you now start learning skills. And I think it's a very slow system, because you would need a year more to gain your internship, learn skills that you were never taught in your first year or second year. After school, I had a good education, I won't lie, but After school, I wished I could talk to my school about certain things I learned that I was never taught in my first year or my second year, my third year, because I only had an idea of Excel, and not being used to the job field or the job market, I was thinking, oh wow, I would just come with my Excel skills and I would just dive into the system and get a good job. I was nothing but a small boy, and the job market taught me that. So I went for a certain job interview and I was asked, do you, what are the softwares you have ideas in or accounting softwares? I was like, I have idea in Excel. And I was like, is that the only thing? I never knew there were softwares like QuickBooks, Sage, Zero. I was just stuck on Excel, thinking that that was the only thing I needed to excel in that field. And he told me, okay, thank you so much. You have really been helpful. You have really said a lot in this interview, thinking I was good. You know, HR, they will never tell you you didn't do right. They always tell you you did a good job. And I was expecting to get a positive reply. And I was like, oh, thank you, Chibike. We hope we wish you a better job search ahead of you. And I was like, I did everything right. And it happened for more than 3 times. I had to go and do my research on my own. What are the skills an accountant is meant to have to be able to succeed in the financial field? And I saw QuickBooks, I saw project management tools, Asana, and the rest, and I was like, wow, I haven't started yet. So I believe it's really slow. Our educational system is really slow. You could see kids in other countries or in other developed countries having at their age 5, they are already working with technologies that me and you haven't even seen. You could see them doing things that a normal person in, okay, not discriminating, but some places in Africa haven't even seen before. So I believe our system is actually slow, and probably they do that to reduce the amount of people that are qualified after the education. That's my basic idea or understanding of that. Probably is being done to reduce the amount of people that are qualified so they could manage actually the opportunities that are available. So my idea, personal idea on this would be a lot. I would say I have a lot of things to say, but I'll just leave it based on what do you think is the most significant problem? I think the system, as you said, is one of them, and accessibility to technology. I think is one of the things we are facing. Not every when I think the first time I used a computer, and it will be a funny experience. I hope you people can see. Okay, you can see this car. Can you see this car here? Okay. This car was gotten because of me rushing to the computer lab. We didn't have computers at those time, and anytime we had a computer class, every student rushes so that they won't have to share their computers with another student. Because if you share your computers with another student, you have to be sharing your work. If you want to play a game, you have to play. You have to wait for this person to play. So it wasn't convenient. So it was our chairs, our dining table where we eat were made out of concrete. So I had to run through that part to be able to go to the computer class. So once I heard the bell, gling, 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 sorry to make that sound, I had to rush. And we were pushing and struggling just to own a computer that a young person in any other country has access to with no stress. Most times it was not even their parents that provided that for them, but the educational system. But I got this car that can never leave me because of getting access to computer and AI. So that shows you how backwards we are, and it's probably showing you the way we're meant to go to. You understand? So that would be it's an experience I can never forget. That's why I said I have my personal experience. And I hope the upcoming generation, this won't be something that will be occurrent in their system or their particular age. That's why we are enlightening people on this particular topic. And it can never be a topic that won't be spoken about. Even though I talk about it today, someone else can talk about it tomorrow, because we have to bring out various ideas that can make the future a better place. And that starts with our youths. How do you, the second question will be, how do you see the role of technology and AI evolving in education over the next decade? How do you see that evolving over the next decade? For me, before anyone speaks, I think it goes two ways, or it goes both ways. It's a bad and it's a good. That's disadvantage and advantage. But yeah, you guys have, or we all have the floor to give or share our insights on this. If not, I can contribute if it's okay. Farouk, it's like you want to say something. Aisha, um, if anyone wants to contribute, they are free to contribute. Okay, I can see something on the chat box. Everybody do feedback. Okay, okay, okay. Feedback. Okay, that's not for me. Um, so no one wants to
Um,
contribute. Okay,
I would say that some examples of AI like Gemini and ChatGPT, we
okay,
are like getting our answers from those AI, but also our thought process also like getting stagnant.
okay. I think I get your point. For me, I think, as I said, there are two ways to this. It is there's a saying that goes by: a kid, a child that is born with a silver spoon never knows how it was to get the silver spoon. Am I speaking? So I'll put it in a more understandable format. A child that is born from a privileged family never knows what it meant, or how what it took to be privileged. So that comes with AI. I think AI is making things too simple, and at that point, we are no longer using our brains. Rather, we are depending on robotics and AI to do the works for us. We don't have, even if it's being created by us, it is being created by some people. Meanwhile, some people didn't know how it came up, and making things easy for them never gives them the chance to understand and learn. Another disadvantage I'll bring up, it will be AI now giving people easy ways. Probably you would have seen when I could be talking, or someone can take a video of me talking like this, and AI tool will give another person that privilege to use that same video and say things that I didn't say. Who has seen that video before? Have you experienced that? So I came across a video of a lady saying that she was talking with Donald Trump, not knowing it wasn't Donald Trump actually talking to her. It was him, but it wasn't him talking to her. But his mouth was moving with whatever he said to her, telling her all those sort of things just to be able to get funds from her, money. And this time it's called scammers. So that's AI being used for the wrong thing. That's AI misleading people. And that's where it comes up when the wrong people get access to the right tools. So I think it goes both ways. In the next decade, it can be more dangerous, and in the next decade, it can be more good. But I think overall, it has done more good, or more good things than harm, I think, based on my own views. or based on what I have used it for. Yeah, so we'll go to the third question. Um, can you share any personal experience or examples of how a strong foundation has positively impacted someone's life? Okay. I can see Ramnish is the only one contributing to this webinar. I would love to see Aman, Farouk, if you will have anything to contribute. I feel like I'm only talking to myself, and I can't see any message of any question here or any response. This is meant to be an interactive section. Aman, you are a youth. I am a youth. We are all youths. Do you understand? If you can't be outspoken now, when would you be outspoken? If you can't lay complaints, if you can share ideas that could actually better the future, when do we have the opportunity to share that idea? It's when I was growing up, I was thinking I had to be there to be able to make a difference. I was thinking I have to be one of the politicians, one of the big guys in the industry to actually make a difference. I I didn't know I didn't need to be there to make a difference actually. You can make a difference from contributing here. You can make a difference from addressing your brothers. You can make a difference from addressing your classmates. You can make a difference from addressing your teachers. What matters is what you're impacting. And I was once told an information is just like a seed. It depends on that person to either grow the seed or let it lie. So sometimes giving an idea or a vision of certain things or aspects in life could actually bring up nice solutions to different things. So, can you share any personal experience or example of how a strong foundation has positively impacted someone's life? I think here I would talk about the particular person I know. That's Stanley Anibogu. That I told you to go and do your research about. You could check him on LinkedIn. Looking at his background, I could see we went to the same school, not the same school actually, but the same faculty, and I could see his background, where he started from, and where he is now. He started with all these small robotics, providing solutions, doing research, doing all those texting, solar, and some people or some investors gained interest in his mentality and in what he had to offer, and they invested in him, offered him different both scholarship, educational scholarship, and funds also to invest in his career. And I think that's a strong foundation for him. And seeing how it has impacted him now is a great thing. He has won various awards, both in the United States. He has been invited to Marrakesh, even though we schooled together in Kenitra. But he flies from here impact of strong foundation when he started off. If he didn't have those ideas, no one would have invested in him, bringing up that strong foundation to what he is now. So we could see if actually the government could invest in everyone like that, what could be now? Do you understand where I'm coming from? So that would be it for number three. Moving to the fourth question, what are some innovative approaches to making mental health resource more accessible to young people? Does anyone have any idea to this? For me, when I brought about this question because of the AI I added into the phase of this or this particular topic, I had to add AI into it because I knew there's a lot with the way this generation is going and the way everything is evolving. AI should be spoken about. So I could give you guys an assignment. Okay, not like an assignment, but okay, something you should go and like debate on or check on. Just type on Google, how best can I handle my depression? It gives you solutions, it gives you suggestions like how you could handle depression. Tell Google or ChatGPT, oh chat, I'm feeling dull, I feel like I'm not valuable, I feel like I can't help, I feel like I can't do this. Please, I'm depressed. How can you help me? What do you think I should do? It gives you ideas of how to handle all those things. And so I feel like the best way to handle mental health issues would be, aside AI, would be mental health awareness. So there is this in this a certain church organizes every time they carry a big bus. You know what a bus is? Is it called bus also in India or wherever you are? A school, like a school bus. They carry a lot of people with their shirts boldly written mental health, health is wealth, no depression, moving on the streets with speakers saying, putting up nice music, dancing. I feel like the awareness is actually important. That's one of the way we could actually make that accessible, going to different villages, going to different rural areas, letting them know they aren't forgotten. It might not be now, but it will be later. Your time will actually come. So I think that's the best way to make it accessible. That's AI and outreach. That's the easiest way to make AI accessible to people or to young people. Just as you could see in that in that picture, I think in the second slide or the third slide, where our fellow humans were being taught in that condition, whereby they use chalk. Some were even backing the teacher. So how do you expect? Maybe at that point he's even hungry, saying, "Well, what am I doing here? I want to eat. I can't focus if I've not eaten." So you have to remind those people actually that they're important in the society and they are enough to make a difference in the society. So involving those people, getting to villages, outreach, I feel like is the most accessible places, especially places that don't have um, access to internet. There are a lot of places in Africa. I won't even lie to you. I've been to certain places in Africa that they don't have internet. What they use is phone. You know, all those ting all those small phones. Some of them don't even use it. Some of them use bicycle to go to the city, come back. If you go to those places, they are malnourished, thinking about where to get the next meal. They are depressed. So I think actually reaching out to those people with our bus, with different means of transportation should be another way to gain access or make mental health accessible. We'll go to the fifth question. How how can you how can communities better support youth in developing entrepreneurial skills and launching their ventures? Okay, I think no one has an idea. I think Ramnish has something to say. How is it possible? There are different ways in which communities could actually do that. Let me give an idea. In Nigeria, we have a system or an educational system whereby after your university, you serve the government. That's NYSC, National Youth Corps Service, NYSC. So at that point, you are being taught different things. So they have different aspects or different sectors in which you would choose where you want to fit in. So you have where they teach you how to make shoes, if you want to go into shoemaking, They teach you how to make beads if you want to go into beads making, accessories. You know, all those African head tie things they tie on the head. I never knew those things were actually a job until or were actually ventures until I saw it as a sector in that particular event or hold. And they said, okay, I think those are the ways the community by not just giving us theories, who made this, who didn't make that, how did this come into existence, but how can we actually make things that will be valuable in the future? I can't make a shoe. I was never taught how to make a shoe. I don't even know how to make the easiest thing, that's beads. I was never taught how to make beads. But now, bringing that up into the system and making, okay, it's a compulsory trade for you to learn. I think to be a good one, to help develop a lot of things. So that's what I would say for that. In what ways can we, number six question, in what ways can we ensure that cultural and ethical education keeps pace with technology advancement? I think this is an easy one. Okay. I don't, I personally, I don't know a lot about India, but based on technology and technological advancement, I have been able to watch movies, Indian movies, and I won't lie, I love Bollywood. You guys do the most. I love Bollywood, and a movie based. I'm talking about based on culture now. I'm someone that loves. I love every type of movies, but I'm particular about what they call it. I think it's called. I think it's is it. It actually happened. I've forgotten what it's called. Reality,
In
life, what do they call it?
biography,
Something like biography, not biography actually, but
ancient
it's,
culture things.
yes, it happened before. It actually did happen. It's a life. It's a life story, a true life story. True life story. It's you can check on it. It's is it Maharaj or Maharaj?
Oh, it is Maharaj. Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's a movie. I think it came out this month or last month.
Ah,
It was based on an Indian culture of a certain person, and you can check on it. I don't think it's something that is good. I can say here, but it's a good movie. You should check on it, and
ah,
it gave me an idea of a certain Indian culture. But because of this person that he's inquisitive, he likes asking questions. He brought up different ideas like, okay, this isn't the right thing to do. How could you tell me that? I don't think I can say things that happened in the movies, but he actually brought in light. Okay, you know the movie Ramnish.
yes,
Okay, that's
I
good.
saw that movie.
Okay, you could share it with Farouk. I think he would like it. So it gave me a certain understanding of Indian culture and this flower things, this thing. I never knew to say prayer, but watching that movie also taught me to say prayer. So that's actually technology. I'm not in India, but I'm learning about India. I'm not in India, but I know when I say thank you, I'm meant to do like this. Namaste. You understand? So I think it's technology is it's around us, and in relating to culture or cultural and ethical. Ethical is where you have to say thank you, the good deeds they are meant to do. Culture is like your when you're the movie spoke about, or the movie I saw, when they always bring gifts to the god. They
High
do
priest.
a yes, they bring gifts, they dance around. So that's also culture. And I think we can see the handwork of technology. If not because of technology, none of us will know about our cultures. None of us will know, okay, in India, when I come and I greet Farouk, I'm meant to say Namaste Farouk and shake my head like this. So that's I'm actually joking, don't mind me. So we go to the seventh question. That's what role do you believe? Okay, what role do you believe policymakers? I think this was where Ramnish was talking about the government bringing in some laws that could advance education. Well, it says that what role do you think or do you believe policymakers should play in addressing the challenges and opportunities in youth development? Well, for me, I would say I'm a Nigerian and I'm also in this world and I'm also human. I believe a lot of our leaders or our youths or our policymakers have made a lot of mistakes. I think they're still dealing on this curriculum of those days when they were existing because I believe a lot of changes have to be made in our educational system and youth development scheme. You can't tell a youth he has to spend over 16 years to 17 years in an educational system before they can become something or somebody in future. How long do they have to live? You go to university, you spend over 4 years to 5 years. Meanwhile, you're not being taught any skill. You're only being taught theories. So I feel like there is meant to be an adjustment to that. Probably you study for 2 years or 3 years, and the remaining 2 years you work practically. You leave everything you studied and you put it into practice. I have had this idea since, but I hope one day our voices will be heard. And I think 5 years for education is too much, and you're not learning anything practical. 3 years education, 2 years practical. You should be put into the war zone to start making everything you read, visualize it there. The thing I said I will leave us with, if you remember before the ending of the sex, this before I started this Q&A question or session, I said I was going to leave us with a certain word. As youths that we are, I don't know if we're all youths or as humans that we should always know that no matter what you pray for, depending on your religion or anything, in respect of any religion you have or you are serving, in anytime you pray, anytime you ask for something, probably you ask God for or you pray for success in your exams, or you pray for courage in your exams, or you pray for a better youth development scheme, or you pray for a better future. You can never be given a better future just by asking. You can never be given a greater future, a greater youth development scheme just by asking. We are always given an opportunity to make that difference. If you ask God for courage, He doesn't give you courage, He gives you the opportunity to be courageous. If you ask God for success in your exams, He doesn't grant you success in your exams. He gives you the opportunity to be successful in your exams. And that opportunity is you by is when you study, when people are playing, when you do your research, when people are sleeping, when you when you actually take the opportunity when people are slacking down. So me and you here discussing about youth development and the positive future that could be if the youths are being given a stronger foundation, it won't change anything. It actually starts by when we take the opportunity to make that difference. Am I making sense? You can't ask for difference. Meanwhile, you're not searching for difference. We are all given the opportunity, and that was why I took the opportunity to present this webinar today. And I hope in various parts of our life, we won't just ask, but we'll also take the opportunity to make a difference and make the future a better place for everyone. Thank you so much, and do have a nice day. Aside that, do we have any questions for Chibike Azor?
So thank you, Mr. Shibike, for this wonderful session and interactive one. So I
Thank you
would
so
like
much.
everyone if there is any question or doubts that any one of you want to ask Mr. Chibike. So I guess like Mr. Shibike has explained us like thoroughly, so no one is asking like it's like a clear session. So thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you so much. And don't address me as sir. We are all youths. You can address me as Chibike.
Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you so much. Ramnich. You should start acting movies. What do you think? I think your name fits that. Like an Indian movie, Bollywood.
And
Ramnish.
thank you, thank you.
So is that all? Do I need to say anything? Okay, okay. Sorry about that. Van Bansal. Van Bansal,
One.
did you have any questions for me? Or would you want us to
No,
talk about any?
I got all the questions which you have only presented here.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
Mr. Shibike, it's a thank you from all of us as we are like closing the ceremony. So before we depart, we would like to thank you from all like Dinesh, Simran ma'am, Pradipta sir, and a responsible member of this webinar to making it a great success. Odor connects you with established professionals and other offers platform to earn their journey. So if anyone is interested, you can visit our website. We have shared the link in the website, sorry, in the chat box. We request you to give a valuable feedback. Once again, thank you for this webinar and you now the meeting is complete.
Yeah, Ramesh, thank you so much for coordinating with us. And Diviki, thank you so much for coming. It was a very enlightening session because you said many sentences and answered the questions so much that I was very relatable. To be honest, in India, when I was in my to be
Farooq, first of all, stop the recording.
no, no, it should be in the recordings. When I was in my like teen, to be like say 10 years, even we didn't have computers here. It was a rare thing that we go to computer labs. We also rush like anything. We rush like wild animals to just get that one seat, one computer system. I just got all that flashback rotated again in my mind. I totally agree on that. So yeah, your session was very relatable and engaging. Thank you so much for coming. We'll meet again show for the future tasks. And yeah, your main names and meeting. Yeah.